I've been quite overwhelmed, actually. People have been incredibly generous in their comments about the work that I've done here. Of course, I've been here for 16 years, and because I tried to be a very active MP, there's an awful lot of people that you talk to on the doorstep who've been helped in some way, or who have a relative or a friend or a loved one who has been helped by me or my team, and that counts for a lot. And I think people are seeing that we're heading towards a Conservative landslide nationally, and so the result in North Norfolk will have no impact on that. It's a given that Theresa May will have an enormous majority. So I suppose our message is keep a good local MP, and people seem to be responding to that. And I've been overwhelmed by how kind people have been about the work I've done here. It's an extraordinary logistical exercise. Normally you have months running up to an expected election, so you're gearing everything up for it. You're building up the volunteer base and so forth. In this situation, it was just no time at all, and of course it was halfway through the county council election campaign, so we had to divert resources from that to build the infrastructure of the campaign. But having said that, we won 7 out of the 10 county council seats. We got a swing in our direction from Conservative. We gained the 2 UKIP seats here, so it was a very encouraging result for us. But of course, I take absolutely nothing for granted. We're finding UKIP supporters, former UKIP supporters, who are voting Lib Dem. Now that might surprise some people, but it's again, I think, in part a personal vote, and people wanting to decide who they want as their local MP. So I wasn't that surprised when I heard the news, and I don't think it will have that big an impact on the election result here. People hate being told what to do. When you have a UKIP former councillor saying, we want to be rid of Norman Lamb, people don't react well to that. It's an offensive style of politics, and people will make their own minds up about who they want as their MP. So I think that may well actually be counterproductive from their point of view. I stand on my record. I stand on the work I do here, the number of people that I've supported and helped through difficult times, the national campaigning on the health service. I've worked across parties. I will continue to do that. I'm not a tribal politician, and I think that's why actually a lot of Conservatives on the doorstep say, we are at heart a Conservative, but we vote for you because we like having you as our MP. We have to build an effective, progressive Liberal force to hold the government to account. And given that we're facing now a landslide majority, I think people will start to ask the question, do we want a one-party state? Is that not dangerous? It's inevitable. Whoever's in power, you get arrogance and you get complacency if you have total power, and total power corrupts absolutely. That's the danger. So the need for other voices in Parliament to argue for the health service, for funding for our schools, I just think is overwhelmingly important, and I think people see that.